And I think I am alive somehow. Let's see if it works. Oh, something's happening. There I am. There I am. All right. Well, it's good to see. Well, I can't see any of you. Okay. But hopefully you can hear me. Let's see if this works. Oh, boy. This is tough. Hold on. There we go. Crank that up a little bit. And move that out of the way. I'll give it a second here. Reinstall the latest updates. Pick a time. Another lifetime. Hold on. I just have to deal with some of the things today at, how about 12:50 p.m. Yeah, sure. That sounds good. There we go. Thanks, Pete. Thanks for telling me what's going on. Yeah, so with all the things that have gone on recently, and you've even seen some of them. Hold on, I'm just going to open this up. It has been one thing after another, and I am desperate to. I was supposed to get a new computer, but that hacking kind of screwed everything up. I definitely need some new equipment. The problems that we had at the storage unit. And what I'm going to do is, I don't beg for money. No, I don't. But I'm hoping to raise some money through our auctions like I normally do. And I'm giving up stuff that I don't want to. Let me just take a sip here. It's been a morning where I got going. I don't ever tell you guys or talk to you guys about. I hate when people run around and go, "Oh, it's my birthday." Tom does that all the time. It's my birthday, and we're going to have a special stream. Nobody cares about whose birthday it is. You know what I mean? Nobody cares. But, excuse me. But yesterday, I was going to do this yesterday and start it yesterday. But my wife goes, "Hey, Friday was your birthday. Let me take you out to dinner." I went, "Okay." Because I don't make a big deal about it. I don't ever tell anybody. The only person that I ever hear from is my brother. And he called me on Thursday because he's a coach of a football team, and they were playing on Friday. He coaches a high school team. And, my wife's always good. My kids are always good to me. And that's all I care about. I don't go around, "Hey, it's my birthday." But, so last night we go out dinner. I go, "Oh, this is a little different. This will be nice, right?" So she surprises me, and everybody's there in this restaurant. And I'm like, it's my kids, my mother-in-law, my grandkids, my wife, and that's the only family I have. My father and other brothers are up in Connecticut, but we don't speak. That's a whole nother story. And it was nice. It caught me off guard. I never, in all these years, have ever had a surprise birthday party, or even a birthday party, to be honest with you. Usually we'll have cake and, have everybody come down to the house. It's not far for them to come. They just come over here. And it was really nice. So it kind of knocked everything off that I needed to do. So pulling things off. But to get what I'm saying, it was just a nice day after all the pressure that we've been through lately. Gab, what are you doing? Gabby just always out here. So I am really hurting, and if you guys ever want to just donate, because I don't have a patron and I don't believe in it, especially when I had one a long time ago. I mean, like 10 years ago, and yeah, that worked out great. But just trying to get my listing ready for you guys. So we're going to have a really big auction, and let me check. I just want to make sure that I give you guys the right information. Yes, please email me at novaprime860 with what you want to. Okay, that isn't it. Okay, email me novaprime860@hotmail.com if you want to bid on anything. I'm going to open up this other tab, so bear with me, because I'm looking to write down. Because I have the thing in here. I just got to see if they screwed everything up and changed everything and removed everything, because this has been not fun trying to put this channel back together. Yeah, they took that out, so let me see if it's still in here. I don't want a live video. Oh, here we go. Hold on, because I just got to write down the other address. Yeah, it's been trying to put the... Oh, here we go. Let me just write it out up at the top here, because I can't spell this thing to save. Why can't we have an easier... You know, we make everything hard for ourselves. I'm talking my wife. She is something else. And then I'll get back to you guys. I'm sorry. 64 at yahoo.com. Okay. And let me close that out. Pull this up so I can see my ugly self. Perfect. Everything's good. Shannon, I'm doing all right. How are you? Ryan, good to see you. If you don't want to bid in anything and you just want to help us out and get new equipment and you appreciate what we do, you can PayPal us at SCHNICKLEFRITZ64 at yahoo.com. That's snicklefritz64 at yahoo.com. Sorry to hear about the channel issues. Why do some people suck so much? Well, because, you know, the funny thing about it, and you really think about it, is there are good people, okay? But you can't determine that they're good unless you have bad people, okay? Because the worse somebody acts, wow, they're really bad compared to these people that are really good. You can't have good without evil. And how you combat that, that's just the way it goes. It's weird because, you know, people talk about all these freedom of speech issues and stuff like that, but you can't lie. You know what I mean? You can't lie to people. You can't be cruel to people. And that's what happens a lot. Instead of just everybody trying to be the best that they can be, you know, some are going to be better than others. That's just the way it is. And some people are just going to be downright evil. And that's just how it is. That's life. I like to think I'm a decent person. I'm not perfect. If I sat here and I told you that, I'd be lying to you, you know. And you just try to be the best you can be each and every day. You know, I'm tired of things being hard. I think you guys are tired of being things hard in your life, but that's life. It just, You fix one thing and it just keeps going. Is that you, Just?
No.
Is that you, Tam?
Yes.
Were you going over there now?
No. Doing dusting.
You're dusting.
Yes.
Okay. While I'm out here with the pups. Gotcha. When I leave the room, she likes to dust. And she vacuums because we have 2 German Shepherds. And I will tell you right now, that's all you guys do is shed. Shed, shed, shed. All right, so I've really rolled on. The main thing is that we have this auction going on. So let's talk about some of the things that we're going to put up. The first 4 lots are going to be mystery lots. Okay, so lots 1, they'll be kind of themed. Okay, I will do the best I can. I know the first mystery lot will be a dungeon lot. Okay, you may get other things in there, but depending on how much somebody bids is really determines. I try to double it or make it a lot more worth. People have gotten things from me and have always been good. So the first one is going to be a dungeon mystery box. The second one is going to be a mystery box. The third one will be a mystery box. And the fourth one will be a mystery box. I had to do that because I had so many things to not unload, but I'm just kind of clearing everything out. There are going to be some unbelievable games in these boxes. I can promise you that. So, you know, these 4 boxes are really going to be very, very loaded with good quality games. So if you bid $200, you know, you're going to get $400 worth of stuff, if not. And if you bid higher than that, you're going to get even more than that. I'm going to make sure that these things are worth your time. I don't shortchange anybody, and really going to try to make sure that you got the best that that I can give you. That's for doggone sure. I've been arguing with myself of what I need to kind of get out of here, and that's been kind of tough. I've been thinking about, you know, the Sales of Age. I have all the ships and stuff like that, and it's a beautiful, beautiful game. Or do I get rid of Armada, which I painted, and you know, it reminds me of Man of War and stuff like that. You know, that's the kind of things that I've been having to go through, because this is really, really tough, you know, because I really am tired of having to do this, but you know, times call for certain things, and that's all I can tell you. So lot number 1 is definitely going to be a dungeon themed mystery lot, and then the other 3, you know, we can talk about it, we can negotiate it, and I can work things out with you, and I think that works real well. Is this thing glitching on me? Of course it would be. Then from there, hold on, let me just, that should be better. No data. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Let me know if we're still there. Just double checking. I stopped for a second. I'm watching myself. Watching myself glitch. Am I still there? Well, trying to find out if I'm still there. No issues? Okay, good. Okay. Thank you, Pete. All right, so the first 4 are going to be mystery boxes. The 5th one, now this one I'm really having a hard time deciding to give up. And I also have with this is you're going to see there is a book, a very rare book, and I seen it going for almost $500. It's a yellow Space Hulk mission book. Okay, so this is the first edition of Space Hulk, which is worth a ton. But inside it, and I want to make sure that. Okay, we got this little container that holds all the tokens and stuff like that, which was nice. You're going to get the Deathwing rulebook and missions, your regular mission and background, your Space Hulk rules, tons and tons of tiles, the tiles for Deathwing 2 that haven't been punched, Deathwing 4, more counters, even more counters. I forgot what these are. This was cut out of a whatchamacallit. I want to make sure everything is here. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is Deathwing 3. Tons of tiles. Now, here's where I know I got 1, 2, 3, all these old school. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, 10, 11, 12 of the dudes here. Oh, 13, 14. Wow, why do I got so many in here? 14 Space Marines, old school. The one thing I may be short is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Gen Stealers. You get the dice, you got the doors in here. There's doors. But you can get Gen Stealers from anywhere. But getting this stuff is hard enough. Okay? Plus that book, which is worth quite a bit. So as much as I don't want to get rid of this, I feel I must. And then I'm going to include... Is this it? Yes. The Space Hulk Bible, which is totally printed out. And you can just do things as you would. What else do I have here? The advanced rules for Space Hulk. And I'll include these two things in there with it. As much as I hate getting rid of this old classic. And the box is in good condition. And all that happy stuff. So, I'm keeping my other Space Hulk. I painted to the nth degree. And like I said, if you were a fan of Space Hulk, you can definitely play this. Goodbye, old friend. And you'll also get that really classic book. So all this stuff is all printed out perfectly. You get the rules that you need, and you're off and running. I thought I had the Gen Stealer book in there. Let me take a look. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Space Hulk, missions and background. That's the rules. Gen Steelers. Nope, this is missions and background for The Return. This was such a great game. And then this has the rules and missions in it. Okay, yeah, so it's that and Deathwing and all the things in it all put into one box. Unfortunately, I don't have the Deathwing box anymore. So there you go. That's going to be number 5, which will be Space Hulk and extras. And extras. Number 6. I'm not going to pull it out, but you're going to get a box full of Shadows of Brimstone. And that includes a lot of expansions, which is the Hellfire Succubus, Terra, Tretera, what's the other one? Derelict Ship, Blasted Wastes. It's going to be a lot filled with Shadows of Brimstone stuff, as much as I can put in the book. SOB will be lot number 6. Okay. And that's, I mean, desperate times call for desperate things. What can I tell you? I'm probably going to throw in Swamps of Death. Lost Army will be in there. Yeah. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff. The Lost Army Hell Cannon will be in there. I'm going to throw a lot of good stuff in there. I'm going to kind of keep things condensed with that. I guess, you know, you kind of go, you can only do so much, I guess. So, a lot of great stuff that's going to be in there in the Shadows of Brimstone. Number 7, Elden Ring. I'm going to throw in Elden Ring. You're going to get the Stormvale Castle. There's another expansion that it's a huge set. That's, you know, a couple $100. So I hate getting rid of that, but I've got to make a decision. So Elden Ring. Actually, we're kind of in desperation mode. Lot number 8. This one I'm really struggling with. Hold on, let me just but you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? So let's run down what we got so far. The first 4 are mystery boxes. The first one is a dungeon themed. The second, third, and fourth, as you bid on them, we can talk about, and I'll put certain things in there for you. I'm sure you're going to like everything that I send. Number 5 is the Space Hulk, the first edition with extras. Especially that, I'm telling you, that book is worth a fortune. Hold on, I'm going to pull up the Space Hulk book. And I'll show you just so you can see. Boy, I'm really dragging this video out, aren't I? Space Hulk. Mission book. Is that it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. The campaign book. Okay. Missing cutouts. Yeah. No, this one is not missing cutouts. It's this thing here, and it just that alone goes for a couple $100. So just to make sure that you guys understand, that's the book that you're going to get, the big old campaign book that you can run with. And it goes anywhere from 200 to 500 depending on what you want to see. So that will be included in it. And I hate getting rid of that, along with the special stuff that I downloaded from the and from the internet and put together for you guys. Okay. The SOB, which is the Shadows of Brimstone lot, Elden Ring lot, and then I hate getting rid of this, but I need to. So remove this. You don't have to move, Gab. You don't have to move. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going anywhere. Ugh. The Company of Heroes War Crate. And this is massive. Ugh. It's too early to be lifting this stuff. But it has... I wonder if you could just send a War Crate. But I painted... It has the... There's stuff in here. The World Builder. There's stuff that hasn't been opened. I painted stuff. Yeah. I painted buildings. Not all of them. Man, I really want to play this, but I mean, you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? World Builder. I mean, everything's in here. Auxiliary packs. There's Runes of War. There's more terrain that I haven't painted. I painted some of the armies. It's just everything that you could ever want. And this crate, I would definitely have to put this in a box, I think. But oh, this locks. Okay, there we go. But definitely this giant war crate of Company of Heroes. It's a pretty good game. I think all I ever did was run a couple of videos of it. I liked it. So there you have it. Company of Heroes all-in war crate. That will be number 8. All right, so we got that, and so this is all great stuff. This is all great stuff. Ugh. There was something else. God, I'm gonna play that with the kid. That's gonna be part of the. I mean, how good are these boxes are going to be? You're going to get like Defense Grid, which is a great game. I painted some of that. Number 9 is going to be the Pathfinder Adventure card game. Everything ever made for it. Okay. Skulls and Shackles, The Mummy's Mask, Wrath of Righteousness. And then the very first one that came out, I have all the expansions for them. Really, really good games. The expansions are all put in there. So the Pathfinder card game. Pathfinder card game. Everything for it. Everything for it. And I hate getting rid of that. I also have a mat for it too. So I'll include the mat. You have a game mat. I mean, that's through the roof. And then lot number 10, which is going to be this jacked up drone. This is the Mini 2, the DJI. I still have my number on here. I don't want it. This has been cleared, so it shows that it has no owner right now. So this thing is fantastic. Okay, this is the special kit with the extra batteries. You get the controller. I put a whole bunch of extras in here. Oh, let me take out my license. My federal admit. That's coming up soon. I'm supposed to renew it. I'm not going to renew it, unfortunately. I've started a business. I bought extra blades. There are tools in here. There are all kinds of extra things that you can possibly need. You don't need that. That. No, you don't need that. I've got extra tools in here. Everything is low flight hours, so you'll definitely get a lot of use out of it. And it is a great little drone, especially if you... I was using it because I had started a drone business. But when we moved here, everything kind of went sour because of the the internet. I could not get the pictures up that I needed to, and they would take, like a day when we first started. So I lost a lot of business, and that was the end of that. And I was doing pretty good with it over at the other house, but you get the carrying case. You get the, like I said, this comes with 3 of the batteries. Normally they just come with 1, so there's plenty of stuff. So it's the Mini 2, the DJI Mini 2, not the first one. This is the better one. I believe they came out with a 3rd one, but honestly, this was my favorite. This was my favorite more than the bigger unit that I had. And it just got stuff done. See, I got my airman certificate. I'm so proud of myself. I passed that. I passed that part 107, so I can do jobs and do stuff on live. Use it for live stuff. I passed that in under 2 weeks. Under 2 weeks. Under 2 weeks. They say normally it takes 6 months to pass that test. And I took that test in 2 weeks. And I was sick with COVID. And the only thing I could do was concentrate. And I passed it. I to this day, I'm still amazed that I passed that test. But hey, the little things in life, folks. So that's that. That's the entire thing. If you want to help us out, please email me at novaprime860@hotmail.com and pick one of these lots and bid. If none of this works for you, hey, could you close that door? No? Okay. Gotta love this family. I wonder why the channel struggles. If you want to just help us out and PayPal us a little something in appreciation for what we do here, it's snicklefritz64@yahoo.com. That's SCHNICKLEFRITZ64. You can drop us something. Just put a little note there. We always appreciate when people help out, and it really, you have no idea how much it helps out. I try to do anywhere from 5 to 6 videos a week, and we try to give you the very best that we have. I mean, that's the best way I could put it. It's tough getting rid of this stuff, but I have to upgrade these things. that computer that got corrupted, I actually borrowed from work. So when I blew it away, I don't have the 11, the Windows 11 to put on it, and so I lost that, and now I'm just kind of running off this old computer, which I need to upgrade. I need to get a little bit better camera system, like a GoPro or something, and a decent laptop that will have speed that I can produce videos on. I got to get up with the times if I'm going to hang there for a bit, which I'm hoping to do. So I see people do things with GoPros and stuff like that, so I might try to do that and try to figure out how I can really do things a little bit better. So I had to turn my other thing into work, but when I did that, I also turned in, I also wiped out my editing software. So I got to buy new editing software on top of it. So, we're really taking a beating here. And it just has not been easy with everything, not getting anything back for all the games that we lost. And people have been fantastic. I can't complain. You guys have been wonderful. But this hacking thing, this set us back. We lost a ton of people that watched, and I can't blame them, because all of a sudden you see this stupid BlackRock thing. But I'll tell you this much: they have been fantastic. I'm always going to keep this out of pride. I'm going to keep this out of pride. They have been absolutely fantastic as far as, YouTube's response, how they keep things safe now, all the multi-factors that I have when I sign in. I have to watch when I go live because it sees it as a threat. Now, they're being very sensitive towards anything that happens. So, hopefully, we can kind of just get back on our feet. With the holidays coming up and everything, we're just trying to really just kind of get out of this funk. That's the best way to put it. And I think we will. So, like I said, the 10 lots, the first 4 are mystery lots. The first one will be a dungeon themed lot. We've got number 5 is Space Hulk with all the extras. The Shadows of Brimstone lot, everything that you're gonna kind of need to get going and more. The Elden Ring lot, Company of Heroes lot, the Pathfinder card game lot, and then the drone. The drone is completely wiped, so when you get it, it's like brand new. Okay, it has no connection to anything. I deleted the account, so all the accounts are gone. It has very low fly hours on it, and you can just really get going if you want to experience drones. That thing was normally, and still is, let me see, DJI all-in pot pack. I'll tell you how much it is, to be fair to you. And make sure that you put any kind of bids to novaprime860@hotmail.com. This ends on next Sunday, the 28th. I'll come live, and then after I'm live next Sunday, that'll be it. And then everybody knows I get stuff out real quick. DJI Mini 2 all in. Okay, let's see if that works. Oh yeah, is that it? Yeah. So it was, with everything that you get with it, it was $600 on eBay. They have a used one for $299, $520. Okay. But I'm not looking for full price, just the best. that you can give me so you can get started cheaply with a really good drone system. There's extra. I bought extra blades and everything. It's a lot of fun. I did a lot. I did a lot of jobs with that. I did about 15 jobs with just the Mini, and I had the big Mav 4 or whatever it was, Mav Pro 3. I liked the Mini better. Figure that one out. But I was able to take pictures and stuff like that. There's not a ton of hours on it. I'd say maybe 10 hours on it. So it's got a lot of life in it. It's new. It's just, you know, what are you going to do? That's life. Nova Prime 860 at hotmail.com. Here's a list of the stuff again. It is lot number 1 is a mystery dungeon lot. Lot number 2, 3, and 4 is a mystery lot. We can kind of work together and make sure that you put something in there. The more you bid, the more you're going to get. Lot number 5, Space Hulk with all the first edition with all the extras. You can see it on the video earlier if you haven't seen it yet. Lot number 6, the huge Shadows of Brimstone lot. There's going to be a ton of stuff in there, folks. You're going to want that one. Number 7, Elden Ring. I don't want to get rid of it, but I have to. I wish there was some other way. Lot number 8, Company of Heroes. The huge war crate. I pulled out the war crate and all the great stuff in there. Lot number 9, Pathfinder card game. Everything for it. Those first 4, not the second edition, but the original edition. You get the Skull and Shackles. You get the Wrath of Righteousness with all the expansion. Those little expansion packs, which were $10. And they had like 7 of them for each of it, so that's 70, 140. I can even go further. Mummy's Mask, 140. That would be 210. And then the original one, the very first one, because there's four box sets with all 7 of the expansions. Just the expansions alone are $280, and not to mention the game. So. Help us out if you can. And then number 10, the DJI Mini 2 drone, and you get a lot with that, so you can't go wrong with any of these. Place your bids, Nova Prime 860 at hotmail.com. It ends next Sunday. If you have questions, Nova Prime 860 at hotmail.com. If you just want to help us out and help us get back on our feet, it is snickelfritz64 at yahoo.com that you can send a PayPal donation to us. We don't do Patreon, so if you appreciate what we do, anything that will help us, we're really asking, so we can kind of try to figure things out here, and just keep things going. And Snickle Fritz is spelled SCHNICKLEFRITZ 64 at yahoo.com. So I think I've said it all. I've done it all. Okay. Plenty of videos going up this week. I think you'll really enjoy what you're seeing. I'm doing a video that it took 3 years to make. A video 3 years in the making. So we're going to take a look at that, and it ought to be a lot of fun. And I've got a lot of other stuff coming up for you guys. So there you go. Everything that you need and more. So please help us out. Nova Prime 860 at hotmail.com. Bid if you can. We would appreciate it greatly. And that's all I got for you. We'll be back next week. We'll be just talking about life next week, and we'll catch up with everything that's going on in the world and such, and just enjoy this week's content from the farm and from the board game table. until next time, my dear friends, it is your old pal Rob. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.